Good audio. Thank you.
Morning.
Morning.
So do we have a format for the spring game?
No, we don't.
Okay.
After today's practice, when we figure out who's available. So
Okay.
same thing, same answer to the question as last week.
Okay. Are any of the guys in yellow potentially going to be able to participate in that?
We'll see. A couple of them are close, but we'll find out. We'll get a report this afternoon and then talk about it tomorrow.
How much do you think Austin's pushing Dorian right now?
I think everybody's pushing Dorian. Those guys have done a really good job all spring long, and I think Dorian's pushing himself, which is the most important thing. So, again, we're not concerned with the depth chart in the spring, so everybody gets the same amount of reps usually. Austin and Dorian, depending on what group they're with, we're just trying to play football and get better. So,
Regardless of what the spring game looks like, what do you want to get out of it?
good practice, good tackling. Make sure we don't make many mistakes from a alignment standpoint, technique standpoint, and get great effort.
In what ways do you see Dorian pushing himself in practice or in meetings?
Just, the more he gets to play, the more reps he gets to watch of himself. So he's a huge student of film, so you watch how much time he's spending watching tape and things like that. So, part of it is just getting a body of work of what he can study. So when you come in here as a true freshman like he did, there's not a lot of body of work of what he can study because he doesn't have many reps on film. So he's got a lot of reps on tape and spends a lot of time watching film, not only in meetings with Coach Bible, but on his own. So we push everything to his iPad, and he's a student of the game, and you can tell that in terms of he'll come and ask a question. Hey, I was watching 7-on-7 and saw this. So really just learning how to watch film and study as a quarterback.
Do you envision Chase getting to play some in this game?
Yeah, okay. Chase has been playing. Everybody's playing. If they're healthy, they're playing. That's
right.
My point. Is we won't know who's healthy until we get through today's training session. So if Dorian sprains his ankle this morning, then he won't play on Saturday. But if Dorian doesn't sprain his ankle, then he'll play on Saturday. So there's no reason to come up with a format. What if all three quarterbacks go down in this morning's practice? Well, then we got a problem.
Right.
So we'll wait till after we get through this morning's practice and sit down and visit his staff tomorrow morning and put together a plan.
What have you seen from the offensive line between the beginning of spring practice and now? How have they come along? Developed?
I think they're doing a good job. We're down to, I think, 9.5 guys right now, or 9 guys right now. So a lot of guys have been playing, especially in the second group, different positions. John Gaines played center, he's played guard, he's played tackle. So he's got a little bit more versatility and to be able to play in a couple different positions for him. But I think the group as a whole has improved. Just, it's year 2 in our system, so I think their grasp of what we're trying to get accomplished has increased. Their knowledge of the game has increased, understanding concepts a little bit better. So they've been good.
How about Alec Anderson at left tackle? What have you seen?
Alex done a nice job. Played left tackle and right tackle for us. We're just trying to bounce all those guys around to find out what is the best position for them. And then when we get back to the fall, we'll start to dial in on exactly, hey, where we're going to practice this guy full time.
What does Osa bring to that defensive line?
Well, he's the real veteran of that group. You got Tyler, Tito, and Neil, who were true freshmen. Osa's the oldest at that group. So he's played. He's probably got the most experience in that group. But he's got an unbelievable work ethic and a great motor. So, he kind of sets the tone from an effort standpoint for those guys, and they all kind of follow his lead.
You talked at the end of last year about needing more weapons. How much of a playmaker on defense from that group of guys who can rush the quarterback is a part of that?
That's all part of it. I think when you talk about being a really sound football team, it's all phases. It's not just, hey, we're going to score a lot of points. It's we got to play really well on the defensive side of the ball. We have to develop a better pass rush to get after quarterbacks. We weren't great at that last year, and that's something we have to obviously improve upon. And it can't always be scheme. It's got to be some guys. At certain times, you're playing against really well-coached teams that know exactly what you're bringing, and then you got to win one-on-one battles. And that's what the game of football really comes down to. Who can win the one-on-ones? Can a receiver get open when he's covered one-on-one? Can a DB cover a receiver when he's covered him one-on-one? Can an offensive lineman matched up on a tackle as a tackle get matched up on a D lineman win that battle, or does the D lineman win that battle? So finding guys that can win the one-on-one battles will be key to our success.
Keyshawn Lucier-South will not play in the spring game, right?
Nope.
Correct. Okay.
Are you still expecting to get him back by the beginning of September or summer?
Yeah, that's the plan.
Thank
guys.
you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.